last fall, Pastor Rob asked Kevin and I to be part of a project, and he bought this book, You Are What You Love, for each of us to read. And we met weekly to discuss chapter by chapter the ideas in the book by James K. Smith. We started out by learning about liturgies, and I had only ever thought of liturgies as what you do in church, the beginning of the church service. And you quickly find out from Dr. Smith that we have liturgies in our life that we do every day. Those patterns, those habits, those are all liturgies.
A liturgical audit, what is it? To me, it means becoming more aware of myself and what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Because I can say I'm doing this, but in my mind or whatever, I'm doing something else. So the first thing I did was pray that God would give me eyes to see me as He sees me. That was the first piece. The second piece was then praying for the humility to confess and admit the shortcomings that I do have.
The first thing I did was prayed because I needed to figure out what Pastor was asking us to do. For my audit, I was kind of the dork in the group, I think, and I kind of made a spreadsheet of my day-to-day activities, trying to focus on what I did every day and what my true love really was. That's how I approached my audit. Stella?
Well, going into it, I was a little, kind of scared because I didn't know really what I was doing. And I asked my mom, and she kind of guided me in the direction of things that I needed to think about, what loves I focus on that aren't Christ and what aren't leading me to Christ.
After we were asked to do this, and we met with the pastor and we met with Robin and the other people in the group, we were like, okay, what are we getting ourselves into?
Yeah, I think the hardest part of getting started was just knowing where to start. And I think what I would tell folks after going through it is just go with whatever you think is best for you. If it makes sense to write it down, great. If you want to do it where you're actually keeping a chart, I'm sure that's fine. We were more just keeping notes and then
a journal.
And debriefing at the end of every night.
Yeah, we had it.
The liturgical audit was an interesting process for me because I didn't really do like journaling every day for it. And so thinking about just casually what I do every day and how I could improve on that later was interesting because I think we as people don't take stock of our lives every single day. If we did, we'd be very cerebral people. So it's an interesting process, I would say.
Talking about my first thoughts when asked about doing the liturgical audit, first thing that went through my mind is I have no idea what that is. I have no idea how to approach it, what they want from me as far as the process is concerned. But I said, sure, I'm willing to do it. How bad can it be? Just figuring out that they were looking at what it is we like to do, what we love to do, and the desires that we have. For me, it was just kind of looking at my day-to-day life. So I did that for probably 3 or 4 days, just writing down what I was doing.
When I first looked at the liturgical audit, I had to give some time to really search in my soul and throughout my day.
Well, how do I spend my time?
I know at the beginning it seems daunting, and I know some of the people from the beta group said that it makes you feel a little guilty, a little overwhelmed. But once you get past that and you see that you don't have to throw the baby out with the dishwater and that Christ really can just intersect and become part of the fiber of your day, it just makes the day richer and it doesn't feel like you have put something else on your plate.